title of this video is literally, don't let another stay with you, okay?
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
Call her Tramp One. Tramp One. That's so funny. We're gonna call her Tramp One. Sorry. We're gonna call her Tramp One. She's supposed to stay like 2 days.
So she's supposed to stay like 2 days.
My older sister came out here to help me take care of my daughter because I had to go back to work and the daycare wasn't open yet. There was no spot open for her, so she came out here to help. And my sister told me, like, you should watch her, because sometimes I would have to get up in the middle of the night and go to work. Like, they'll have a recall at like 11 p.m. and she would be asleep in the room next to the bed because she was afraid of my sister or whatever. My sister didn't want that girl. But anyways, long story short, she ended up moving in, like literally into my new, because I was getting ready to move. So there was no furniture in the house except for the bed. And by the time we moved, she was moved into my second bedroom where the baby stuff was. And she was in there, like, she was in there, like, but they would go to work together because they worked in the same unit, so they would take the same car together. They would come home together. But I worked on the other side of post, so I would get the baby ready and then drop the baby off at daycare because my sister had left by this time. And so I'm not really thinking too much of it. I just noticed that he was staying out later or like had an attitude because I was too tired to cook or whatever. And Tramp One would go in the kitchen and she'll cook or whatever. And like, they would build together and do all this stuff together. But it was easier because she ain't had nobody to take care of. It was me and the baby, and I was doing all the work, and he was complaining that I wasn't doing enough. And so she was like, oh, well, I'll cook or I'll clean up and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So come to find out, it's all October. My daughter was born in June. So my daughter's like, what, 3 months? 4 months. She's roughly around 4 months. So come to find out, while I was rest of the time that he was here, because he left in November, they both deployed. By the time, so September, it was September, so she's 3 months. He was going every night, helping her move her stuff out of her house. I remember one time her ex showed up to our house looking for her. And he was going back and forth to help her move her stuff, and she lived 30 minutes from me. So he would be gone all hours of the night or whatever, and I had the baby. So I wasn't really too focused on what he had going on. I would ask questions like, what took you so long? He was at the gym with her or doing this with her. I didn't really think too much of it because according to him, they friends. And I'm not gonna keep my man from having friends. Like, that ain't who I am. But this wasn't no friend, y'all. So come to find out, this year I found out that, okay, so one day while I was going to lunch, I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, I have a bad feeling about something. Like, in the pit of my stomach, I could not shake it. I could not do nothing about it. And I'm like, Mom, I have a bad feeling I'm about to go home because I don't feel good. Like, it was making me so sick, y'all. Like, it was making me sick. And I knew I wasn't pregnant, but it was making me so sick. So I'm like speeding home, like, what could it be? Because I don't feel good. Like, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? She's like, Portia, just calm down. Calm down. I'm like, no, something is wrong. Like, in the pit of me. So if you got woman intuition, trust that because it is always right. I got home and my top lock is never locked, y'all.
Oh, hell no!
It's never locked in the middle of the day because ain't nobody supposed to be at home. Nobody. And normally I go home for lunch because I got a pump because I'm nursing my daughter. So I'm like, I got a pump. But for the last week or two, I hadn't been going home during lunch, or I was skipping lunch and just doing it at like the office or whatever because it was just too much. Or I was going to go feed her at the daycare because they allowed breastfeeding there. So I wasn't coming home. But on this day, I took my home. All right, y'all? On this day, I took my home. And let me tell y'all right now, I'm done. Because the top lock was locked. And I'm like, why is it locked? He's home. And she's home. And I know this because all the cars was at home. And so I went, because I have an attitude now. Because why is the top lock locked? He's sitting on the bed in his boxers. And she answers the door in a towel. A towel, bro. Like, she was like, I'm about to get in the shower. Come to find out. And I found this out this year, y'all. Every time I wasn't coming, that's why he was texting me, asking me if I was coming home for lunch. Some days I said yes. Most of the days I was saying no because I was going to the daycare because it was faster and I would just pump at the daycare, call it a day. So he was getting off scotch-free and able to do this to me, y'all. In my bed, in my home, sleep with this girl, and lie to my face every single night, and lay with me every single night and didn't feel no way. And they were showering, hurrying up before I came in the door, but he knew I wasn't coming home. He knew it because I had texted him and told him, like, I ain't gonna be at home for lunch. That's the sneaky. So that's why I would never, that's not the only reason, but I would never let another girl live with me because she was supposed to be my friend. By this time we were supposed to be cool. Like, we were supposed to be cool. Females ain't your friend, player. No, they don't care. They don't care about you. And that's the problem. Talking about, even to this day, she's talking about, I was so young and stupid and naive and dumb, and I just loved him so much. Okay. Well, you knew he was married, and you knew he was in a relationship, and you knew he just had a baby, and yet you still did what you did because, why? Because you were young and naive. Not only did you do it to me, but you did it to somebody else. You did it to yourself. You was cheating on your own husband and with a whole nother person that wasn't even my ex. So therefore, you knew exactly what you was doing because you were doing it to multiple people. So I don't want to hear none of that. Anyways, they deployed in November and I was crying because I'm like, dang, now how am I going to, even though I was already doing the crap by myself, I was already taking care of my dog by myself, but I was going to be alone because I ain't have no friends. And so I was crying or whatever. She was crying, pretending. This before I knew any of this. So I'm blind. Like, they blindsided me. Because I'm pretending, like, I didn't know none of this. So they crying. I'm like, it's going to be okay. Thinking that she was my friend. I'm hugging her like, it's going to be okay. He was even like, they think we messing around at the unit. So I'm going to make Trent 1 the godmom of my daughter. But my daughter already had a godmom. So I wasn't having it. Like, nah, but he was telling them, like, that's a godmom. I wouldn't mess around with nobody. That's my friend. That's my wife's friend. Like, I wouldn't do that to her. Liar. You're a liar. And you're a coward and you're a dog. So let me tell y'all. They deployed. And so I was getting a box together to send downrange because they don't really get all the stuff or whatever. This girl was buying these kids, not only my kids, but she was buying the other two, the first two kids, jewelry, shoes, clothes, which I don't mind, send it my way because my kid needs as much stuff as possible. But I'm thinking it's coming from him because he's saying that it's coming from him because the money orders got his name on it. The Western Union's got his name on it. And he had to Western Union me money because he had to pay bills. So he Western Union $600, $700, whatever I pretty much needed. Come to find out it was her sending it because he told her to. Y'all, this is where it's weird because downrange she was talking to me like she was my friend because I was venting to her. I ain't know none of this, y'all. I was venting to her. I was sad. I was like, man, is he okay? Like, I was talking to him, but he was acting like he was okay. So I just wanted to hear from, ow, from somebody else if he was okay or whatever. Not only did she meet his entire family, y'all, the entire family before they flew out to their destination overseas, they knew about her. They knew. And his sister knew. Okay, so I'm going to get into that. Okay. So downrange, he sent me divorce papers and I signed them the same day. He sent them and I signed them. I was sad, yeah, but I'm not playing them games with nobody. You want a divorce? Cool, I'm sad, whatever. Then he called me and was like, why, how dare you sign a divorce paper so fast? Pardon me? You sent them, I signed them and sent them right back. You wanted, let's get it underway because I can move on with life. By this time, I got a friend. By this time, my friend, let's call her Beautiful One. Let's call her Beautiful One. I got a friend now and she got a baby our babies is 2 weeks apart. I was going to her house. She was coming to my house. We was going shopping. We was having play dates. We was having fun. What? Like what? I was living life. I wasn't miserable. I wasn't sad. I wasn't none of that. We was having barbecues and cookouts and doing this and doing that. We was talking. We was taking the girls out. We was living, going to the fair, going to the movies, doing this, doing that. Living. And so, why you signing the divorce papers so fast? Pardon me? Because you sent them and I sent them back. Oh, you really want to be married? Mind games. So the whole time he downrange, thinking that I'm cheating, thinking I'm sleeping with somebody. You divorcing me, so why did you care? I wasn't. I was just having fun with my friend Marissa. He thought I would. Oh wait. I wasn't. I was just having fun with Beautiful One. And so he thought I was sleeping with Beautiful One. Because Beautiful One was a little, she a little bi and she liked girls, but she had a girlfriend and we was all cool. Like we was all mad cool. Sleepovers, just chilling because I enjoyed their vibe. To this day, I am still friends. Beautiful One is still one of my best friends. Trent One's clothes and bed was still in there, but I didn't know. I just thought they was gonna come back to the house and everything was gonna be straight. She was gonna get her stuff and go. Did I think wrong? Because, boy, when I tell you, I was for Christmas and I came back to the States and then I spent most of the year alone. We was arguing back and forth. Nothing really extravagant happened. But when he hit back in the state of Washington, for one, I had to go and pick him up. Him and her. For two, his brother came with me. And my daughter. And we made signs like we missed him, whatever. At this time, he changed his mind on the whole process. He was like, well, I'm not sure what I want to do, but I'm sure that I don't want to stay in the house until I do. Not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, whatever. Y'all, I drove back to the house. They got their cars and they left, right? Together. They left together. Then he called when he got to his hotel and was like, thank you for picking us up. I just need some time to think, blah, blah, blah. I cried that night. I remember distinctly calling my dad and I was crying. I was crying because I was so mad because you just left. For 9 months, your daughter is now walking and saying words and you spent the night somewhere else. I was crying. We had already been married 2 years at this time. We got married in 2013. It's now 2015. We about to go in the 3rd year of marriage. All right? Oh, wait, no. We're going into our 2nd year of marriage. Let me see. 2013, 2014, 2014. Yeah, no, we were already in our 2nd year of marriage. He came back a week before our anniversary. Let me tell y'all what happened. So, he treated me like Like I ain't nothing, but I'm still enjoying my life. I'm still going out with Marissa. I'm still going out with Beautiful One. I'm still having fun. I'm still, I'm still living, because at this point in my mind, we're separating. But then he changed his mind. Yeah, he changed his mind. And that's where I messed up at. Because let me tell you, I was sad because I spent money on this beautiful unk. Got their names engraved in it. His name, his firstborn name, his secondborn name, and my daughter's name engraved in it. And then it said some words that he lived by. He don't live by them words, y'all. He ain't loyal. He don't respect not a female in this world. And he don't got no principles. He ain't got none of that. He a liar. So he told me he was living with his guy friend 30 minutes away. They were sharing an apartment 30 minutes away. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. What got me was he had my daughter in this girl's face while he was lying to my face, saying that she's just a friend, but they was living together. He got her pregnant. They lost that baby. He had my daughter in her face every day. His sister knew, and his sister was talking to me every other day. And they was living 5 minutes up the street. Like, I could walk to the house that they was at. Literally, I could walk to that house in 10 minutes because it was right around the corner from my house. So I just found all of this out this year. But that's not why I'm divorcing him.